welcome back to Rising High in Delft, the Netherlands, the western town close to the sea, the North Sea here. I'm Stefan Rapazzo alongside Anna Minad to bring you the action here. Quarterfinals now in the Open Division. Anna, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope the sun would be already out by this time.
Not
It
quite.
isn't. It's a bit more chilly here, but I'm doing well.
Okay, and this game, who's playing in front of us right now?
We have in front of us the undefeated French team PUC. They have won all their games in this tournament, so that's quite impressive. They are the second seed of this tournament as well, playing against the Frizzly Bears from Germany, Aachen, and they are the 8th seed for this tournament. They are in red for this game, and PUC is in white, having their last pep talks on just in time to start the game.
Yeah, Frizzly lost their opening game on Universe Point, but then got through. Basically, 6 winners go through on 6 pools, and then the 2 best second place teams. And the Frizzly Bears were the best second place team with a +7 or a 7-point differential better than the next best. So they were clearly the best second best team, the best second best. That's strange to explain, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. And now they've got their chance to swing against PUC, the Parisians that are, this is a big part of their preparation for their French national championship season. That is kind of the primary goal for this year. Also worth noting, we've got ULTI.TV versus ULTI.TV playing because we have Francis Dieterle, who did a game yesterday with Anna, playing for PUC, and we've got a very new member to the ULTI.TV team, but Matt Schulat, who helped out at Elite Invite and did some volunteering with us, and we're hoping to be able to get him on some cameras more throughout the season, but a matchup of some ULTI.TV members out there as well.
Also, I have to point out, no super teamers on this game, but we do have a GER player on the Frizzly Bears roster, Deng Sang Eng, and he is joining GER since a very short time and doing his very good duty on the team. So I'm happy that I see a face I recognize on this field today.
All the way from Adelaide, Australia, most recently. I don't know if that's his point of origin in his life, but had spent some time playing over there as well. So Deng Sang Ang getting it done all over the world. Now with us in Delft.
Yes, I'm very curious for this game. I'm really curious how PUC will play and how Frizzly Bears, if they can keep up with their opponents. I hope we get to see as hard fight as last game. It was a really close one, and we like close games.
We love 'em.
Let's hope to see a bit more of that.
Let us know who you think is going to win. Join us in the chats. Hit that like button and subscribe. I just did it. It was so easy I can do it while I'm commentating even. Frizzly Bears go under. Hit Hodson and pick called on a stall count that's probably got to at least 5. A super around, but it does get there. Kramer throws inside hard and then straight back to Hodson. Hodson whips it upfield. That one's now for Kemp. Kemp goes to Kramer and gets it to the far side to Balzer. Balzer, strong inside throw. Hodson goes back. Balzer Good flow so far.
Also
by
nice
the
defense by
Germans.
Francis Diederle here.
Keep the ISO cam on him. Balzer goes back. Kramer very much in the red zone now. And does get away with that one.
The dumps look like they are all a bit far.
But they do
Ooh.
find a way in. Ang finds the 23 shirt. I think that's Balzer with the goal, or was that Hines? 48, perhaps. Either way, Frizzly Bears open things up with a clean hold.
And that sets the tone for this game, I think, already. Here we see it again. Dang to number 48, which is
It is
Heinz.
indeed. Hines, there's no other kinds. So Frizzly up 1-0. Very early, obviously. And PUC will put their O-line out there to see what they can do.
And the pool is up again. Number 13 with the pool.
Dubaudin goes to Torrieri. And back to Dubaudin. Torrieri shakes and gives a move, and it gets pushed to the sideline. Bixler.
Cutter's working really hard, but Frisbee Bears are so close on the defense here upfield.
Good long striding chase there. Sylvie goes back to Torrieri. Torrieri. Dubaudin. He winds up but can't get off the shot. Now inside, Boutinon. And Donation.
Woo! Cheeky high release here.
Torrieri fires and hits. Great throw by Torrieri to find Boutinon for the goal. Nice first possession for PUC.
That is a really, I have the feeling we're in a downwind game. We landed in a downwind game.
Are we going to see a lot of scores in that same end zone, you think?
I do have the feeling a bit, but of course can't look in a glass ball and predict anything. But the wind has picked up again, and the field keeps on being a upwind downwind situation here, almost for the whole weekend.
As always, good time to give reminders to hit that like button. It's already worth liking. 2 clean holds is enough to like if you ask me. And the third pull of the game goes up, and it is going to get dragged out of bounds. No, lands in.
Lands
rolls
in.
out. So played from the line. The upline cut goes, and they get it. Balzer shoots deep, but defense is in front.
And this is very good from PUC.
Elatrasi smacks it away, and PUC, can they break? That's the first turnover of the game on the third point, but they've given it back.
This is very, very, very nice for Frizzly Bears now, having one more chance for scoring this point.
Kemp goes to Balzer. Now into the hands of Tajon.
Wow!
And what a grab beyond the layout. I'd love to see that one again, but
And
back on the board.
Again, Heinz collecting this score again. Already made 2 goals and all the goals for the Frizzly Bears. I think we should watch him for this game a bit.
Heinz 2, PUC 1.
Also, Frizzly Bears showing quite a good hander set.
That came off a hammer. That's what I didn't even see.
Yes, I saw it. Of course,
Wow.
couldn't miss it.
Yeah.
Love the hammers.
I think I just looked down. You know how we go. Looked down to see the roster name and right back up, and it was in. And I just saw the end of the bid.
Yeah, and I already spotted some systems at the Frisbee Beer side. I saw a nice hander set coming off, a good stack with nice spacing. Have the feeling they really are having a plan to attack this game.
Big wind up, put
Open.
away. Dubaudin back to Torrieri. He takes the open sight to Bixler. Bixler winds up and gives it. Michael on the chase. I don't think he can. Maybe he can. Oh! He can get there, but ground stripped. Bobble
So
on the
close.
impact.
Number 19, Michael.
Roger Michael, the only African player to have played at WUCC. And you see him hit the ground hard there, not happy with himself, as that one pops out of the hands. Egyptian-born is Roger Michael.
Balls are picking up.
And Kramer. Frizzly.
Very
Defensive
smart
switch
poach
there.
from number 19.
Balzard. Matt Schulat. Inside throw. Hodson. Now zipped to the end zone. Denson Ang, but not enough room. The corner comes too quick, and that gives a chance for Torrieri to knock it away.
You've seen Ang play more. I saw him now really focusing on the deep space. Is he a typical cutter going deep a lot?
I believe so. I haven't seen him play that much, to be very honest. I know that he's played in Australia, and I've been introduced to him, but I have not had too many opportunities to see him. So we'll have to keep our eye on him and watch what he does for now. Torrieri inside. Dubaudin to Torrieri. And the rain is back. The rain is back. Inside to Donation. Another one of the players we've been told to keep our eye on. Torrieri zips. That's another great throw. Torrieri is shooting fire right now. That one to Boutonneau again. How about that throw? How about that throw?
Yes, I love that throw. And it making it 2-2 right now. And the rain is really heavy. Looking at it once more. Beautiful crossfield. Just perfect in the hand of the receiver.
As the rain picks up, PUC take a goal, tie things up. Still nothing but holds. A few turnovers still, but offense has managed to hold every time.
I'm curious how the rain will affect these teams.
Who will handle the weather best?
I still have the feeling France is known for a bit better weather than in Germany, so
maybe the Germans will have a slight advantage.
but still
There's still some pretty bad weather in France.
In
from
France,
time to time.
yeah.
Certainly Paris.
Was in Grenoble once for the elite or the spring tour. It was terrible.
Yes.
The rain, it was terrible.
And Frizzly on the move. That one again to Kramer. Kramer goes wide and around.
And the hammer again, but just too far.
And the rain's coming now. Dieterle goes wide, gets Lettenkov, and it is turned over. And now a very short field. Kramer with the disc. Kramer goes back to Hodson. Hodson goes wide and around and gives it to Kramer again. Kramer fakes the scoop, zipped in, and almost blindly he puts his hands up, but can't squeeze them.
Again, very nice poaching by the French side, on the French side here. They are...
Another look at that one. Very ambitious layout to try and make the play. All right, let's see what these Frenchies do now. From their own end zone. Zips one through, and that goes to Newman.
Nice catch from Dieterle.
Dieterle sticks it in. Baudelaire exchanges and then goes into the backfield. Gates.
Just too far.
Can't connect. Will we get a break? This is still a hold chance. Pardon me. High release.
Yes, yes.
And the Minot's happy.
Number 23, make me crazy. Balzer, Julian Balzer.
You've just won yourself a fan in the commentary booth.
Absolutely.
And after a stoppage, we're back in play. Hodson and in for the goal. Another hold. There were some chances for a break, but Frizzly Bears hang on. They've got the lead here.
So far still it's a downwind game. All scores in the downwind end zone.
So you did predict it right so far.
So far.
She is a clairvoyant. And this weather just keeps getting a little bit more intense.
Yes, this is how the Netherlands welcome you here.
This is the Dutch
Always
hospitality.
Nice. It is.
Thanks, the Netherlands. Frizzly Bears with the pull. It's a short one. And picked up. And I thought ready to shoot right away. Torrieri shoots, but he loses it.
Woo.
And still goes, does Sylvie, but wasn't able to catch up.
Frisbee Bears putting up a straight mark with some poaches in the lane. Might just put PUC out of their first options here.
Yeah, maybe it's to take away the hug. Maybe they've identified Torrieri and they don't want him to hug.
Maybe, yes. It works.
It
for
works
now.
in any
And
sense.
also a very important point for the Frizzly Bears. If they can score this, it would be the first break.
And the first play.
And this was...
Oh, I thought he had it, but it does get away from Deng Seng Ang.
Beautiful
and
stretch.
Now Torrieri, flipper, and everything's dropping. It is pissing down right now.
Maybe just a bit of a too casual scuba here. And
this disc is going back and forth. Roger Michael picks it up, scoops it in, and they do get the goal after long last. It's Bixler, and just like that, the rain stopped again.
yeah,
Well, almost.
the point was scored in the rain, halved. Crazy how it works.
Crazy.
Crazy lifestyle.
But a couple good chances for Frizzly Bears there, but they weren't able to work it the whole way up the field. Let's watch some of these replays.
Kick spike. Also beautiful layout from Eng here. Really stretched full out. Just not a catch, but the tries are here.
Now, how
And-
happy would you be if you were a Frisbee fan and you saw this weather just pouring down and you could still watch it in the comfort of your home on a nice comfortable couch or chair, dry? Would you be
Dry
happy
and
enough to hit a
warm.
like button?
Yeah, of course.
I think that
Imagine you could have your coffee on your couch, watching Frisbee.
sitting with your loved ones,
maybe your cat.
petting your dog, and saying, boy, oh boy, they're really doing it tough over there. But this is entertaining, watching them do it tough in Delft as the weather opens up. Kramer goes around, gets himself a completion.
Hudson on the
That's-
line.
Now Balzer, Matsulat. Gives one underneath to Welsh. Welsh finds Hines, the goal scorer. Now Balzer. Balzer sights, nice, handy, confident catch from Hodson. Leading Kramer, and he can't quite get there. And
That
now
was a close one.
a break chance for PUC. The slowdown for El Atrasi. Dieterle in the middle. He goes to the sideline to get Gates.
Frizzly Bears really need to put their A game on defense to bring the turn. But feel like they're not as tight as they can be.
That one shot for goal. Michael is under, and the smack away D. And the crowd behind us gets excited. There are some Frizzly Bears supporters out there.
Very important D from number 68, Hudson. This was really a point that they couldn't give away.
So back into play, offensive possession still for the Frizzly Bears from their own back line. Matsulat leading throw too fast and low.
PUC surrounding the stack here, putting Frisbee Bears out of their A game. They're really switching up their D.
This now the best break chance we've seen, and they try and do it all in one. They've gone back to Michael, and this time he collects and shows the disc. First break of the game goes to PUC. It's 4-3 now for the Parisians.
And this also will switch up the game a bit. First break in this one so far. Needing Frisbee Bears to score a upwind point, which is quite difficult in this weather. Here we see Michael scoring again.
So 4-3, rising high from Delft. This is the quarterfinal, chance to move on. And Frizzly Bears have just conceded a break, and they'll put their O-line back out there. Kramer. Kramer shoots underneath. He's got Hodson. Hodson goes for it, but it's not going to work, and there's a second chance for PUC to break. Alice feeds it up forward, and another completion to Ella Trasi. That one
Wide open in front.
Baudelaire, and that one hits in the goal. Another break. Newman on the reception. Will we see a timeout here? And what is that celebration? The bucket on the head. I don't know what, maybe it's a break bucket.
That might be it, yes.
And I think we will see the timeout here, as I suspected. Frizzly Bears have taken it. There's a look at the goal again. And with their timeout, we're going to take a short break too, and we'll be right back after this message.
Yeah. Wait. Isn't this for the other apparel? We've got like new stuff, right? Bring it. No. Bring it in. Feast your eyes on the new fan version of our iconic ULTI.TV sweatshirts. Great fan gear available for you. Check out our new range of colors and insist on staying warm and looking fresh. Shipping is available after EUCF. Get your fan gear and be one of us.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Back in play, Frizzly Bears, after the timeout, need to get a score, which has evaded them for 2 in a row now. Balzer goes under the arm.
France playing some straight with poaches here, the PUC team. With a poach under and a poach deep.
Oh, and slips through the hands. That is not going to help at all, as PUC pick up Alice. Throws to Sylvie, and now Torrieri slips on the pivot. Sylvie. Michael, high release and not handled. He was on his way down while he was trying to get his hands, and that made it difficult.
Again putting this zone up.
Ooh, that was a very confident catch in this weather, any weather. And that one was an awesome bid, but no catch available. Now Michael sighted again, and he does get the right hand up and puts a goal on the board. That's 3 in a row for PUC. Another break after the timeout.
I do have the feeling the defense of PUC is really getting the Frisbee Bears out of their game. They're putting up some wallish zone with a lot of poaching upfield, and Frisbee Bears is somehow not finding the rest to get through their zone and breaking open. They are finding spaces, but just a bit too quick, a bit too hasty. And PUC is really getting the benefit of their own defense.
So 6-3, PUC really stretching it open now. 3 in a row, as mentioned. And also, as mentioned, make sure you join us in the chats, like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, do all those good things. We get a 6-shooter acknowledgement from Francis Dieterle down in the dugout. He's happy with the way his team's performed thus far in the game.
And that's also very, very understandable that Francis Dieterle is happy with his team, because they are kicking ass at this moment.
They sure are. And Balzer trying to get his team back on track.
Again a zone from PUC.
Blade
Casually throwing the over the tops.
connects, and Ang on the far side. Balzer goes to Ang. Ang. And again, this zone by PUC seems to be giving some difficulties to Frizzly.
Very nice throw from Eng through their zone.
Ang again.
Balzer.
In the corners, Balzer. And nice toe drag by Ang to keep it alive.
I see the Frizzly Bears keeping patience, keeping their calm, just swinging, dump and swing.
The thing is there are some open players, but all the throws required to get there are speculative in this weather. And Paris putting a lot of pressure on the front four. That 10 meters, it's a very, it's a zone that, puts pressure on the throwers.
Exactly.
They give a lot of space behind, and they take away lanes really well.
I do have the feeling that Frizzly Bears are not really picking up their pace, keeping it very calm.
Which is a good idea if you can stay side to side and forward.
And if you can gain some yards forward, exactly.
Exactly, but when you're going backwards, that patience
Ooh.
makes you feel like there's going to be a mistake. And there was a mistake, and it cost them a goal.
And exactly what PUC wanted with this zone is to give them 100 throws at least and generate that one mistake that we just saw. I do really like the switching defense style from PUC. It's really paying them off in this game, and it's smart to keep on trying until you find something that really puts your opponent off, and I think that's now working out very well for the French team. Also might have been an idea for their preparations for French nationals to try as much as possible in this tournament, but I do have the feeling they also just want to win Rising High. And I'm very curious.
I mean, there's always, people say, no, it's a preparation tournament. And I was like, that for me, there's also nothing better for preparation than to learn how to win a tournament.
Exactly.
Like, being able to fight through, and you gain so much from that. Then switching your lines and trying different lines and combinations and a different offense or a different defense and add a zone. And I get all this stuff, but sometimes you just got to go to a tournament and say, okay, we're here to learn how to win.
Putting all effort in for a win.
Big chase on the pull, and a short pull, and the big rainbow around.
We see the zone again.
No surprise. Kramer.
Especially always the handler open on the far side, but this is also a wild option.
It
Perfectly
does work.
put.
A scuba 40 meters to Hodson, and he gets it again. Hodson sticks it, and it does work.
What a grab. Amazing catch by number 8.
Hines, it's got to be Hines again. No, it isn't. It's
Welsh.
Welsh.
Tobias Welsh with an incredible grab, I think, behind his head.
And they sure needed that hold after so many against them.
Here is the replay.
And that one that close
This is
to
amazing.
being another turn, but it turned into a score.
Curious if Frisbee Bears will also change up their defense for PUC or will stay with a very tight man.
Not yet heard the halftime buzzer, but surely that will be coming soon. We'll be keeping our ears open for that one.
Yeah.
There's a knockaway. Here's a chance to break. Matchulat picks up. He goes to Kramer.
Eng here with the D.
And Kramer gets it again. Now to Kemp. Kramer gets thrown to with the defensive back not having eyes on the disc. Matchulat throws inside, does get his target. Kemp. Kemp throws for goal. Michael breaks it up not once but twice. And now the French have their second chance to hold. That was very close to breaking for Frizzly Bears. Zips one deep, wide open, and then a free option to score. And those were two players to watch, we were told, but donation to Dubaudin.
Frisbee Bears being so close to their own end zone, but you saw PUC was so eager to get that back. They were super tight, almost in the pockets of the Frisbee Bears.
Hey, wait, has it stopped raining again?
It's a small drip. I do see some drips coming down, but
Unbelievable. There's
here
that
we have
defense
Michael
by
again.
Michael, once and twice. And look how quickly they strike back. That deep shot out of the hands of Bixler. And easy finish when it was a 2-on-1.
And of course, you have to throw the deep shot if there are two of your teammates so open in front of you. Frizzly Bears now again on defense because halftime is here and they switched O&D.
So it is halftime. We will take this very quick break and be back with more action.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Back in play, second half action. Torrieri and PUC with the disc and a 4-point lead. Torrieri goes to Baudelaire.
Frisbee Bears coming out with a zone right now, a wall. Trying to get that first options for PUC out of the game.
Alès goes to Baudelaire. Alès to Michael. Inside, finds and finds again. There was Gates with the assist. And PUC get 9 on the board. Gates with the assist, I think Dubaudin on the goal.
I do think
There
that
he
as
is.
well.
You see the difference out there. Roger Michael totally full rain gear, pants and jackets, versus somebody like Gates who's shorts and tank top only.
I do have to join Michael here in this case.
would be
if
full
it will
rain
be
gear?
raining, I'll be full in rain gear.
I think I'd be the other way, to be honest. When I
Yeah.
used to play, I was like, no, I'm just...
At least the upper body warm, like rather short pants and a sweater if needed, then cold hands is my biggest anxiety for a game.
See, I run hot. Usually I'm a hot man. I get hot and sweaty. So usually if I'm playing, even in like growing up in Canada, like cold weather games, I'd be pulling off everything and playing in just a t-shirt and shorts. So
For me, total opposite. Always cold. Cold hands, cold feet.
And Frizzly Bears pick up another pull. And they've got some work to do, but leading throw will not go. And that one hits the turf. Baudelaire goes deep the other way, and no, can't handle it. It was too short, and he couldn't come back to it.
Balzer also not giving up his spot there on defense.
Kramer gives, gets again. Hines to Kramer. To Ang. Ang looks wide, goes back to Kramer. Now puts it to Balzer. Didn't want the deep shot, goes to Kramer again. Balzer. Ang. In the backfield, the Parisian defense doing a pretty good job of prevent right now. Kramer now opens it up. He's going to try the end zone.
But Michael, woo!
What a snatch that was. Osteen with the goal for the Frizzly Bears. 9-5. What a way to make a living.
And Michael so close and underneath, ready to make the D, but Osteen very, very well read, very high jump, perfectly catch here in the end zone. Also had the feeling Frisbee Bears needed to do something other than swinging it back and forth. And they were not quite connecting with their cutters to keep it going, but beautiful catch here from Osteen.
You said it. 9-5, back to down 4. Weather back to not raining. We're getting at least 2 seasons in a day today. Today at Rising High. Yesterday, the glory and sun all day long. Today there was some expectation it might be the same. And the morning said, no, we're going to make it a little more Dutch for you. Just so it's an authentic experience. Torrieri finds, that was Dubaudin, sorry, who gets it again.
Frizzly Bears with a man defense, but Eng getting a massive layout here. Incredible.
And the disc is broken. That's how good that D was. What a layout.
Eng just breaking the disc for the D.
I will break the disc.
This was a massive play by Eng. Such a beautiful layout D. We get it here on the replay.
Respects Deng's D and gives him the disc back. Matt Schulat again. And slip in the backfield causes an injury. Kramer comes in as the replacement and looks like an adductor grabbing the hip in a bit of wonderment.
Which is not nice for the already quite small roster of Frizzly Bears. That will affect their team quite.
Matt Schulat puts one high and Kemp handles it. He gets it again. The around throw does go. Welsh hangs on.
29 really eager for the D there.
And he bobbles and catches. Matt Schulat. Balzer. Leads to Matt Schulat, but Michael playing some good poach D there, gets in the way.
It's his third poach D, I think, from the game so far. And getting almost half field yards with his give and go.
Yeah, Michael and Dubaudin there really. And then they give it straight back on the donation to the Frizzly Bears. Oh! And Donation makes up for his drop. And we got a slippery point out here right now. Into the hands of Dubaudin. Torrieri. Dubaudin.
Nice switching here on the handlers.
High stall count does find Torrieri going up line. Looks back, has Bixler. And back to Torrieri. High one, Boutinon. Back, and no second chance. A little bit careless throw, return throw. Not sure if he had complete focus when he turned back to the dump.
Important break moment here, or break chance for Frizzly Bears.
Would be huge to get their first break of the game, but
timeout.
Before they're going to take a break chance, they're going to take a timeout so they can really think about this one. We're going to take a break too and be back with more after this.
Yeah. Wait. Isn't this for the other apparel? We've got like new stuff, right? Bring it. No, bring it in. Feast your eyes on the new fan version of our iconic ULTI.TV sweatshirts. Great fan gear available for you. Check out our new range of colors and insist on staying warm and looking fresh. Shipping is available after EUCF. Get your fan gear and be one of us.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
And back in action, Frizzly take the timeout after causing another turnover, a break chance. They have not been able to break PUC thus far this game. Let's see if this time's any different. Kramer with the disc. Goes to Balzer, but taken away by Donation.
Again, nice D from number 14. Donation. Oh!
Pick up by Michael, and then Dubaudin gives back to Michael. Dubaudin fakes to Bixler, then goes to Torrieri. Torrieri has been firing this game, but opts not, goes to Sylvie. Back to Torrieri. Quickly out into the break space, has Donation. And Donation zips it into Boutinon for the
Making
goal.
it 10-5 now for PUC, the French team in white.
Yeah, the break chance foiled after the timeout. A burn and turn, Francis Dieterle's term for using a timeout and then not succeeding. Ironic that he's out there playing now.
Here we have the score one more time.
Wait a minute. I'm squinting. Is there sunshine? Tiny little bit?
Make me crazy. That
Just-
would be nice.
Just peeking. Trying to peek through. Not quite peeking through.
Frisbee
So-
Bears on a other chance for a point and a score. Downwind. But the wind also lay down a bit.
Make sure you guys go hit that thumb button. Give us a like while Frizzly Bears try and work their way in the end zone. Balzer opens up Osteen.
Pick is
And-
called.
Will that stay with Kramer or go back to Osteen?
Diederly discussing the rules. Oyston going backwards.
And back to Kramer. And leading throw, the defensive effort was a little over aggressive.
But still nice save from number 73 if I'm correct.
I think it's the 74 shirt out there.
74. Because it was a lot of pressure from D, but he still was able to catch it. Ooh,
That one just missed out of the hands of Kramer. And PUC with another chance. Can they stretch this even further? Would be 6 points in front if they could.
Diederly in the corner.
And that one bounces off the collarbone of Elatrasi. And Balzer picks up. Balzer goes to Kramer. Kramer zips low but cannot handle it. PUC again. Looking, finding. Baudelaire. Hits and sends. That one works. Elatrasi for the goal. And PUC really out in front now, 11-5.
But definitely also the work of the number 21 from PUC with an amazing flick hook perfectly in the hands of the receiver. I have to say, very, very, very clean throw in the end zone. Beautiful, beautiful point.
Isaac Newman. I thought it was Isaac Newton,
Ah,
but Isaac Newman
Isaac
with
Newman
that throw.
on the
A
assist.
great idea. Some more garbage bags and some paper towels. And
Yeah, for me. Yeah. And we're on again. Balls are picking up to Eng.
Matt Schulat with the disc.
Balzer.
And he went between the two players and a chance for the PUC D to strike again. And they did.
PUC D is everywhere, if you were to ask me. They are so tight and so aware of where the disc is.
They are taking over this game right now. Can they take it over with a wide shot too? No, Matt Schulat does make up for his turn and knocks that one away. Back in play. That one finds Hodson. Hodson begging to go under the arm, then leads Ang. And there was a bit of separation, and Balzer gets it back. Hodson, Balzer. Upfield looks. Ang is still open in the backfield. If necessary, they take it. Why wouldn't you take open looks?
Ang not getting much.
Leads Hodson, and then Hodson sticks it. Balzer on the other end. Does he have enough field? Yes, he does.
Beautiful.
Feet go down, and a very important goal for Frizzly. Again, this is the bracket, so in this tournament, very important to make sure your point differential stays close. In a game like this, it doesn't matter. You just got to find a way to win, or you lose, and you're no longer in the hunt for the championship. So
I do have the feeling we need to talk a little bit about Balzer's game right here, right now. He is doing so much work in the handler space. He is very close on defense and also getting open in the deep space, being also cutting in his game, handling, very dominant in the field, but also not too dominant that he blocks his teammates. I'm really amazed by Julian Balzer.
I agree with you. He's been having
Balzer is balling
out there, having an excellent game, and as you say, he's everywhere. He's doing a bit of every job. Dubaudin goes to Torrieri. Michael bobbles and handles. Donation to Michael. The around works. Low throw to Bixler. Michael. Oh, and the throw is not perfect, but Michael does also let it bounce off the hands. Kramer to Hodson. Ding Seng Ang. Kramer. Kramer goes all the way over the field and gets a slide that looked like it had the catch there, but disc spits out.
Do love this option here that has been taken. Just a blady crossfield in the open space. No defenders are out. Number 0, we see it here again. Beautiful throw. Just a bit too edgy to catch.
I think the throw was nice. I think receiving error there. Receivers should have had that one.
Also, with a fully wet discs.
Yeah,
this is...
It is excusable in this weather to some end. Donation goes to Michael. Michael sends deep.
But Ang underneath.
Donation gets up and takes it away and still calls the foul, but does it matter? Or did Ang call the foul on Donation?
I had the feeling Ang is calling a foul, and if it had been a foul, it has to be before they went up, but we'll see it here.
Looked clean to me.
So to me.
But I'm not out there feeling the contact.
I also think it's retracted.
They're playing on as though it's clean. Into the guts of Sylvie. And quickly in for goal. Torrieri collects, and that's 12 now for PUC.
Hudson with a try layout D, just not close enough to make it. Here we'll see the score again. Very, very well cut from the receiver here. Hudson was on a good side, but still got beaten on the open side. PUC making it 12-6 for Frizzly Bears. With not that long on the clock. And we hear the game is over horn, so this will be last point for this game. Here in the quarter final of the high division at Rising High. PUC against Frizzly Bears in quite tough weather conditions.
So last point of the game, PUC will advance.
Balzer
Hot.
again.
Finds himself another option going upfield, which is Welsh. Welsh with
Very
all sorts
crowded.
of defenders around him. Scuba to Kramer. Kramer gives a backhand fake, then goes to Balzer. We could have another situation where a team scores and then loses if Frizzly Bears can pull this one off.
I would love for Frisbee Bears if they could score the last one.
I would prefer that PUC wins it playing defense. It just feels right to win
That's
with the
true.
score.
Again,
Oh.
Scuba from Balzer.
Gets
So casual.
the fingers in there to make it happen. Does Hines. Balzer. Matshulat.
And again, Frisbee Bears struggling so much getting that disc upfield with the zone of PUC.
Do you know that Tame Impala song? It feels like we're
Only
only
go
going
backwards,
backwards,
baby.
Yes, she
Yeah.
knows it. It gives us that impression, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
But still trying really hard to find the gaps.
Finds Kramer and Machulat, and there is the turn. Now, Dieterle, he wants to end it on his own. There it is. It's over. Dieterle spots El Atrasi, and that is going to be the game. Well done to PUC. They take the victory. They move on to the semifinal. And that will wrap things up for Anna Minad. I've been Stefan Rapazzo. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back with more action coming up very soon. We'll check you then.
I know it's not easy. I know we could dive into. We're not like the others. They do not need to know. You said you fall with me, no matter how deep it goes. With my head underwater.
Freezing outside, a little bit high on the feeling. Can't seem to focus. In the corner of my best friend's sofa, you were getting buzzed on rum and cola. Wasn't brave enough yet just to talk to you. Not a smooth talker under pressure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, ultimate.
ULTI.TV. broken.